All right. We need to talk. Or better yet, I need to talk. I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to you. And I need to apologize. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And, if you guys watched my reaction video from yesterday, the whole purpose of that video was humility, right? And I think in 2023, we need to be a lot more humble. You guys know I'm very transparent. And the fact that my whole brand is about transparency, I also need to come on here when I said something that was wrong. And sometimes I say things that are completely off. And this is one of those situations. So about 2 months ago, when Paul Pelosi was attacked, the whole story seemed very sus. That's what, the young kids say these days. Sus for suspicious, I'm assuming. I hope that's what that means. Otherwise, I look like an idiot.
Where are the turtles? Where are they?
But the story it seemed off, right? And the media was trying to hide certain things. They were trying to bury the story. There was a lot of stuff around that story that just seemed very, very suspicious. And I made my comment on Twitter and then on the podcast that I do with my friend Mo called Money Market Truth, which, by the way, if you guys haven't heard, we got into a partnership with the Come Up series. So starting February, our bi-weekly podcast show will be on the Come Up series. Make sure you check it out. Bigger audience. It will be great. We're really excited. We still have full control of the creativity side of our show. So we're really excited. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. But on that show, I specifically said that I felt that there was a lot of stuff that was off on this story, and I believe that the media was hiding things and the politicians were hiding things, and there's a lot more to the story than they're telling you. Probably wondering, what does that have to do with money? Well, I always talk about money and politicians and all this other stuff, and we all know Paul Pelosi. He was literally the greatest trader for the past 2-3 years without any input from Nancy, of course. It was just all him. He just knew exactly when to get into certain positions and make a lot of money. That's just how politicians are. They're geniuses. They're stock market analysts and traders by far. They beat the market. They beat everybody on Wall Street. They're amazing, right?
Why are you so in denial?
Okay, I've had it with your drama, Lavinia.
I've been in the intelligence career field. You guys know this. Most of you do, at least. If you don't, that's my background. I was in the intelligence career field. And when you're in that field for long enough, you kind of start seeing things. You understand how certain things operate. You see through the BS, essentially. And I was really good with PsyOps. So I used to be able to see through a lot of the BS. And I'm going to take you back real quick. Do you guys remember Jussie Smollett? Juicy? That's his nickname or her nickname, whatever he identifies as these days. But Juicy went and said that he was attacked by 2 white people, Trump supporters, put a noose around his neck, poured bleach on him, called him a bunch of racial slurs, and called him the F word for, gay people. And the story hit headlines, and celebrities were coming out there supporting him and X, Y, and Z. And I remember my wife coming home, and she was like, "Babe, did you hear the Empire kid got attacked?" And I was like, "What?" So I looked it up, and I saw his photo of him in the hospital with a little mark underneath his eye. And I immediately was like, I call BS. I was like, that's BS. The whole story is just weird. You tell me in Chicago in the middle of the night, 2 guys are just walking down the street, 2 white guys at that, walking down the street with a noose and bleach, looking for a black guy who happens to be gay, just to beat him up and then put the noose around him, pour bleach, and say this is Trump America or whatever it was.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
It sounded like a bad movie script. Some stuff that you would find in the Walmart $5 bin. That's how the story sounded. But my wife asked me not to say anything publicly, so I was like, okay, I stayed quiet, and I didn't. And then when it came out that the whole thing was made up, I was like, what'd I say? I'm the man. I'm King Dingaling here. You owe me one. You fellas know what I'm talking about. And then it was also like the Black Lives Matter movement. I immediately saw that whole thing as BS. And there's no denying it that this country is in this really weird space. Racism is a form of currency for a lot of people when it comes to corporations, when it comes to advertisers, when it comes to news outlets, when it comes to politicians. It is a form of currency. They're able to do something with that and make a profit off of it. And they really are. Organizations were able to do it. The insurance companies were able to take advantage of it. There was a whole bunch of BS. So in this situation, I was like, okay, here's another one. Another story that just doesn't smell right. Well, 3-4 days ago, the video was dropped. The body cam footage was dropped, the security cam footage was dropped, and the 911 call was dropped. And I gotta say, I don't know why they took this long to drop it. I really don't. I don't know what was going on, why they didn't drop it. I mean, they dropped almost everything else pretty quickly, but they didn't drop this one. And it caused a lot of stir. It caused a lot of, conspiracy theories from him knowing the person, whatever that guy's name was, Prafrat. Is it Kevin Prafrat? No, it's not me, Kevin. But whatever the guy's name was, I forgot. I try not to pay attention to the criminals' names. I prefer to acknowledge the victims versus the criminal. I don't want to give them the attention that they think they deserve. But it took forever for the footage to come out, and it was just a lot of conspiracy theories, and I felt that it was suspicious, and I thought there was more to the story, and I was 100% completely wrong. There was nothing suspicious about the story. Everything they said is exactly what happened. So we're gonna go over the footage here real quick, and I want to see what you guys think. If you thought it was also kind of suspicious at first or whatnot, but I wanna cover the 911 call, and I wanna cover the body cam footage call. And if you are sensitive to violence, or this may be disturbing for some of you out there. It's not disturbing for me. Trust me, I've seen some shit. So this is nothing to me, but I know for other people out there, this may be some disturbing footage, and the call may be disturbing to you. So I'm just giving you a warning right here and there. So let's switch over to the screen. Here we go. And let's take a listen to the Paul Pelosi 911 call.
74.
2022.
Oh, I guess I called by mistake. What is this?
18 seconds.
This is San Francisco Police. Do you need help?
Oh, well, there's a gentleman here just waiting for my wife to come back. Nancy Pelosi.
2:23
He's just waiting for her to come back, but she's not going to be here for a day, so I guess we'll have to wait.
Okay, do you need police, fire, or medical for anything?
48 seconds.
I don't think so.
2:23 and 58 seconds.
There's the.
I gotta tell you, just from hearing this, like that 911 operator, and I never cry for people to get fired, so I don't want her to get fired, but she definitely needs to go through training. This is just weird. This whole conversation is weird. You can tell he's clearly kind of in a awkward situation. You can just tell by the pauses, and it seems like the woman is not picking up the cues.
Is the Capitol Police around?
2:20.
No, this is San
They usually
Francisco.
protect my wife. They're usually here at the house protecting my wife. No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home.
So these are cues. He's like, is the Capitol Police around? They usually here to protect my wife. And she's like, no, this is the San Francisco Police Department. And he's like, no shit, lady. No shit. He's trying to give her cues like, hey, I'm Nancy Pelosi's husband. I need help right now. He's basically in a hostage situation. And this chick is just not picking it up. It's weird. I don't understand how she is not understanding what this guy is trying to do.
0, 2,
And so,
4 and 48.
anyway, he told me to put the phone down.
Do you know who the person is?
No, I don't know who he is. He has this. He's telling me not to do anything. Anyway, this gentleman says that he thinks everything ought to, he told me to put the phone down and just do what he said.
18 seconds.
Okay?
Okay, what's the gentleman's name?
I don't know. What's that?
My name's David.
The name is David.
Okay, and who is David?
I don't know. What's that?
I'm a friend of theirs.
Yeah, he says he's a friend, but as I said, I've never.
But you don't know who he is?
No, ma'am.
I'm gonna pause real quick right here, and I want to. This is, oh man, I wish I had. I don't think I queued up the right audio tape. It's been edited, so there was a point where she asks, like, do you need assistance or anything like that? And he's just like, no. And she's like, okay, well, just call us back when you do. And he's like, no. He's trying to keep her on the line. She doesn't seem to get the hint.
What?
I'm playing from Associated Press. They clearly edit this out. The bad parts where I hate when this is what I'm saying. The media, man.
3 hours later.
All right, so I got that part pulled up. This is from the New York Post, so they play almost the entire clip. I'm going to show you which part I'm talking about specifically. So I'm going to transition over here and take a listen to this.
22.
Okay, well,
0 to 24 and
what do you think?
18 seconds.
Think everything's good?
So it sounds like the guy who broke in is actually told Paul Pelosi to call the police. It sounds like it because he's like on the phone and he's like, am I good? And you hear him in the background saying, yeah. So it's very strange. So I'm assuming he broke into the house, took him hostage, and then told him to call 911.
He thinks everything's good. I've got a problem, but he thinks everything's good.
He thinks everything's good.
Okay. Call us back if you change your mind.
No. This gentleman just.
Did you just call us back if you change your mind? What is this lady smoking? Call us back when you change your mind? No, never. I've never seen such incompetence.
Love inside jokes. Love to be a part of one someday.
Let's go to the actual body cam footage right now and take a look at that one. Again, if you don't like images like this could be disturbing for you. I'm just giving you a warning. So let's take a look and listen to this one. We're watching and listening. At least this
Definitely don't want all of you.
In audio.
I definitely don't want all of you. Hello.
Nice house, by the way.
Yeah. Fucking said.
I would expect their fence to be a lot taller. That's
no, 2640. Yeah, it literally said that. Hi. How you doing?
How are you?
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hand.
I gotta say, man, that guy is way bigger than I expected. Like, way bigger. I'm not talking Paul Pelosi. I'm talking about the crazy person, the crazy guy. Way bigger than I expected.
Nope. Hey.
What is going on right now?
I'm not getting an answer on call.
Bro, oh shit.
I got him, Michael.
Edward 14, Edward 10, back up, code 3.
Code 3 back up at 26.
Give me your fucking hand!
Units code
Give me your fucking hand!
40 Broadway for 14 hours.
Edward 14, Edward 10, medics code 3 as well. You got it?
Sorry, 14 number 2, save medic code 3.
Alright, so I think that's enough. Yeah. Very, very disturbing. Cops jumped on it immediately. But everything that was said was 100% true. There was nothing suspicious about the situation. They even have the outside security camera footage of this guy breaking into the house, because I remember there was a big controversy about the window. And I was very familiar with that. I was like, no, some windows are actually built like that, so when you bash it, it would actually come out versus in. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Point being is, a lot of people were wrong. There was nothing suspicious about this. It's exactly like they said. This crazy guy broke in. I'm honestly 100% surprised that this guy was able to break into his window and the alarm didn't go off. The security didn't go off. Like, there was no security around. That's very weird to me as well. And the fact that this 911 operator is completely incompetent and wasn't able to get the cues. Because honestly, the minute that he called in, she should have seen this is Nancy Pelosi's and Paul Pelosi's house. And the fact that he's acting weird, they should have probably sent cops out, like, immediately. So I'm glad the guy is doing well. So you continue to get back to trading and making millions of dollars. So it's a very unfortunate situation. But again, I just wanted to make a video and say I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. It's what you saw here. Nothing suspicious about it. We can lay that to rest. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. Until next time, y'all. I think I just got cultured.